What's going on, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and I'm going to take y'all out with me today to go milk, give you some updates on Butter and her baby that we showed you a couple weeks ago. It's now a little over 2 weeks old. It's doing great. I want to show you him and how he's doing, give you some more info on him. But before I head out of the garage, I'm all bundled up because it's freezing here. I wanted to show you the tomatoes I picked right before our first hard frost and freeze. I just picked them really green, not ripe at all, put them on a paper sack here in the garage, and let me show you them. Aren't those pretty? So if you picked yours and made them into green tomato pickles or something, that is delicious. I've done that before. But maybe next year you're looking for something different. You just want fresh tomatoes for as long as possible. Just pick them green, lay them somewhere. I've heard of people putting them in a box, cardboard box under their bed or something like that. And then you'll have tomatoes for a good little bit longer. And by then I'm ready for some because it's been a while since I've had some since the summer. So I'm still having tomatoes to put on salads and BLTs and things. And it's wonderful. So let's head out to the barn. I'm gonna have to probably hide this camera in my jacket on the way because it's a rainy, nasty day here, but let's go. Well, I get out to the barn and it's calf 1, me 0. This is the first day that I actually separated Butter's calf from her during the night. I think there was a little confusion when we showed you that video where we said we messed up big, where she had a calf but she still had her big calf on her. People saying, you should leave that calf on there. She'll pick up on her milk supply and she'll have enough for that baby calf. We never took the baby calf off. I think I wasn't clear about that. We never took that baby calf off of her. We weren't trying to bottle feed it and take it off its mom. We just were afraid that she didn't have time to recover and she wasn't gonna have enough milk and definitely not enough colostrum for a new baby when she was still feeding a big old baby. Turns out he ate like a champ, the colostrum that I had frozen that I fed him. I think y'all saw that on that video. And so he's been doing great ever since. He's been a huge, healthy boy, but he's over 2 weeks old and we do what's called calf sharing. So I will always leave the calves on the moms. I don't wean the calves and bottle feed and then me milk the cows. That's how a lot of commercial dairies do it. That's not how we do it. We don't pattern ourselves after huge dairies because we're just a small home dairy. And also, I don't milk 365 days a year because we go places. There's just a lot of circumstances. I don't want to milk on the weekends all the time. That's time for projects and family time and stuff like that. That's when Ben's off work. So we calf share. I milk about 4 or 5 days a week. And then I don't milk my cows dry either when I milk them. I don't milk them completely out. I leave the calf a little bit because I've had questions about that. How do you keep them from getting mastitis? Because when the calf is hungry from being separated all night, they will headbutt and give the cow bruises and things and mastitis. Well, I don't take all the milk, I leave them some, so that helps with that problem. Also, I feed the calves during the night. I usually start them on some type of grain or something early. They'll also nibble around on hay pretty early. So I try not to let them just be completely starving. They're where they have food. Now they want milk, but like I said, I save them some. So basically they're just separated for the nighttime hours. And so that's how we do it here. It works out well, keeps the cows healthy. The calves get the mamas for at least 3 days a week without me milking at all. So they get a lot of milk. Dairy cows produce a ton of milk anyway. They usually have enough for really more than one calf. So it works out well for us. But let me show you Butter's calf and how he's doing. There he is. Here's Butter getting some breakfast. Josie's impatient. Butter, you want to say hi? Hey. 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 Butter. Butterball. Hey, Butter. Hi, pretty. Well, Butter doesn't want to talk this morning. But why did I say the calf 1, me 0? That's because I made the calf a warm little spot tucked up in this barn last night. Got him in there, watered, set for the night, and then I was gonna milk first thing this morning, which here I am, and let him back to his mom. Well, he's a little Houdini. He found his way out of there. I don't even see how he got out. That has panels all across it. I have no idea how he got out of there. So we'll try again tonight. He's already drained her flat. He drank all her milk. So no milking for me this morning, but hey, that's okay. You live and learn. You learn as you go. Some calves will stay behind like literally one strand of something, and some will get out of anything you put them behind. So I'll have to step up my game a little bit. Maybe I can milk her tomorrow. We'll see. So I'm gonna let her out, and then I'm gonna milk Josie. And there's Josie's baby, waiting patiently. And there's pretty Josie. What do you think, girl? What do you think? Swap places. There we go, good job. Got to do all my setup. Now to take everything back apart and let the calf out for breakfast. All right, so as you can see, everything's going good out here. I'm milking 2 cows right now, and that's how I do it, and don't milk every single day of the year. I'm loading all this up and heading back in the house to take care of it, and then on to more farm chores. All right, I made it back in the dry garage. I wanted to mention one thing. This time of year is so muddy for us. It's gonna be muddy from now until spring, really. It's off and on, dreary, rainy days like this. We'll have some sunny, dry days and things will firm up a little bit, but then we'll be back to mud before you know it. Me and Lane and Emily run a lot of clothes this time of year. Ben's usually at work while we're doing the daily chores, and those never stop throughout the winter. We're done with huge jobs like doing hay and all kinds of stuff like that, but the daily jobs never stop. I actually love that part because it gets me out of the house, even on the coldest, dreariest days where I could just stay inside and kind of get down in the dumps. Gives me a reason to get up and get out. Even if it's cold, I enjoy that part of getting out and then coming back in where it's warm. But we run a lot of clothes. So I want to encourage you, something that just hit me this morning. I thought, you know what? Ruin one thing, not every day's clothes. So I'm gonna start, I know y'all probably already do this, but I thought, you know, if someone out there is like me and they're getting all their clothes nasty, obviously have work clothes to work in, don't wear your best clothes, but above that even, wear coveralls. So I got coveralls on today. So find a place, back porch, mud room, something like that, to hang these where you don't have to wash these hardly ever. And if they get poopy, muddy, whatever, oh well, you've saved the clothes underneath. Plus it's cold right now, so I mean, you'll be staying warm and saving your clothes. And if it's a warm day, wear a thin pair of coveralls. You can find them at consignment stores, secondhand stores, stuff like that, Goodwill, things like that, really cheap. Then you'll save a lot of work on washing clothes. So that's just my tip for today. Next job, trim sheep feet. And I know it's raining, and you may be thinking, why are you gonna do that in the rain? 2 reasons. It needs doing, and right now it's warmish and rainy, but it's fixing to get bitterly cold and rainy, and I'd rather be wet and not freezing. So that's why I'm doing it right now. Taking Emily with me to film a little bit. She's under an umbrella to protect the camera, and we're just gonna get this done. So let's head out there. One down. Put you up, dude. Sit down, lady. Baby, quick. If you can get them in this position, you can do it by yourself. Found me a helper. The hay putter outer came back just in time. That's you.
It's me. I'm the hay putter outer.
All right, last outside job for today.
Yay.
While we were out doing sheep feet, we did the feeding. It's a nasty day here. Temperature's dropping. We're about to wrap this up, but we're over at our cows across the road. We've got a really skinny one, and our first thing when they start getting skinny and sickly looking at all, even a little bit, is we start thinking about worms. Well, these cows over here have a couple crazies in the group, and guess what? The one that's looking a little skinny is cray.
She's like tried to run me over before.
She's super crazy. She's ran through a fence. We've thought about getting rid of her, but cattle prices have been way down here for cows, and we can't just give them away. So we're hanging on to them for now and just making the best of it. So we're not going to work these cows because that could turn into, she might run through a fence or who knows. But we brought some wormer. We're going to attempt to get them up and feed them. Lane did this yesterday and they all came up like a charm. They're out there eating hay right now, so it's not like they're up under a tree or something. They're out in this rain. Gonna try to get them to run up here and eat, and then we're gonna try to actually pour this on her while she's up here eating. Don't know how this will go. And then this is our last job for today, and we're heading inside. So
Yay.
I'm gonna say bye now. We will see y'all later, and God bless.